Yo, what's going on, everybody? Today we've got a bit of a different kind of video. I just received my custom snare drum from SJC. As some of you may know, I play drums, specifically SJC drums and Meinl cymbals, but I haven't worked anything out with them yet. One day, goals. But I first got my artist endorsement in 2018, I believe, the end of 2018, when I joined the band that I'm still currently in, but we're on a bit of a hiatus, Callaway Circus. So last May, I started talking to them about building something kind of different, and even they admitted that this is something that they either build very little of or they don't at all with the type of wood and combination I went with. So I'm super excited. They actually told me they had to test stuff out for a couple weeks just to make sure what I wanted would work. So this is a true one of one. Super excited. Let's just get right into it. I'm gonna make sure I don't dox myself in any way. Here's the package. You guys can't really see all that much. It says handcrafted for you. SJC on the tape. We're going to use my trusty kitchen knife that isn't completely clean. So I think how I'm going to do this is I'm going to get my reaction on opening it, upon just seeing it here in the box, and then I will fill you guys in. So probably speed up some of this. Do be hard to get this open. Josh Dunn pointed out in one of his unboxings from SJC that he always cuts going towards him, and I think that's a terrible thing to do, even though I do it all the time. So I'm trying not to right now, but I think it would be the better solution here. He might be onto something low-key. By the way, that new kit he has in his home studio is dope. The tree looking one. I mean, it just shows that these guys will literally make anything you ask for. It's so dope. So dope. Alright, looks like we're getting into the box. Possibly.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Definitely changed their boxes up, because the boxes I had before seem a lot more secure, but this looks fine. Okay, I'm gonna rip this plastic off of it real quick, and I guess you guys will see it when I see it, because so this is a 13 by 7, giving off a little bit of fence. Bad words. Alright, as you can see, we've got wooden hoops. Here it is. So I have them do a custom Callaway Circus badge, as well as the 2017 style SJC. So why this is so special, it's not just a random or any other hybrid snare. This is mahogany, which is I don't really know how to explain it. It feels a little bit like I don't know, richer, warmer. I don't really know how to explain it, but I use the mahogany snare on my Roland kit, and I know Josh uses one live, I believe. So I really wanted the look of the acrylic with the mahogany, which, I mean, this is insane. Flat black hardware, black throw, the tube lugs. And then these are maple. These hoops are maple. So I like the contrast between these. But oh my gosh, I can't believe this is real. Obviously went with like a smoked out kind of acrylic. So you can barely see through it. You know, I'll put some lights in. Whenever I got it, I had to go to work. So I didn't have a lot of time. I just wanted to at least unbox it, get that over with. So I'm going to kind of go into more detail with the spec and kind of read off all the options I chose. So as you can see here, this is a hybrid snare from SJC Custom Drums. Actually, I have my original snare drum here. Let me go grab that so I can show you, just so you guys can get an idea of what the rest of my kit looks like, because everything's basically matched. Give me just a second. So this is my original custom snare. Flat black hardware, flat black with they call it the 2017 wood badge, which they actually matched on here, so you can see. I have a trigger and a mesh head on there because I'm actually using this for my at-home electric kit, which I'm excited about. I've done it before. It's super sick. But I don't have pink hoops on the rest of my kit. They're all black. I just had pink for the snare. This was the first snare I got. It's a 13 by 6 or 5.5. Let me see. It says it in there. I think it's 6. I'd want to say it's 6. The funniest thing about this, though, and is such a good mistake, but I actually had ordered a 14 by 6 or 5.5, whatever it is. I actually ordered a 14, and they sent me a 13, which I ended up falling absolutely in love with. So that's why this one right here is also a 13. So, okay, anyways, back to the new guy. So let me get the invoice out. I have it up here. So I will hold this up while reading it. I wish I had something that I can hold this up with. That isn't me. So I did the single tube lugs, obviously. I did the flat black hardware, which is the lugs. So I got that. This is a 13 by 7, so a little bit bigger than my last one. And as you can see, like I said, it's a hybrid. So in the middle, we have the smoked out acrylic. I wanted it to be a little bit darker. So the interesting thing about this and why this is such a, I guess, interesting snare is they told me both that they had never done this combination and also that they hadn't done it in a really long time. So either way, this is a mahogany shell with the acrylic in the middle. They actually told me whenever I asked about that, because I just love the sound of mahogany snares. Josh Dunn from 21 Pilots, another SJC alumni guy, he uses mahogany snares and most of his kit is acrylic, but his mahogany snare sounds so good. I have the mahogany snare on my Roland kit and I like the look of the acrylic, and I also like that it kind of does add some volume, and I've always wanted wood hoops, so I thought it would be so cool to have the contrast between maple up here and mahogany. So a couple of other things I got on here: the natural stain on mahogany shell, flat black hardware, 2000 style badges, even thirds mahogany, smoke acrylic mahogany with maple reinforcement rings. So this has got re-rings in it, wood hoops as you can see, and then I have a second custom badge with my original band that's on indefinite hiatus, Callaway Circus logo. So just because it's kind of hard to film all this, but I have the black throw off right there, and that smoke black is just so sick. You could see the re-rings in there actually. So I just kind of like, honestly, I'm still new to playing drums full time. It's been about 5 years now for me, and I still suck. Anyways, I didn't really know what I was doing speccing this thing out like entirely. I had no idea how this was gonna sound, and honestly, upon first time playing on this with my mics on it and everything, it sounds exactly how I would want a snare to sound. It's got that mahogany, kind of a warmer sound than maple, honestly, like kind of a darker, warmer sound, but it's still like, I don't know. But with the acrylic, it's just loud. It is insanely loud. It cuts through my in-ears, so I can hear this over anything, even when I don't have my mics going through my ears. So absolutely love this thing. I love the wood on here because it's like another playing surface for any like rim stuff, not that kind of rim stuff. But anyways, yeah, I'm just honestly so excited with this. We started the project in March. I ordered this, made the first payment on my birthday, which is April 21st of 2023, and I got it, what was it? It's November now. I got it like November 5th. So a longer process, but usually that's how it is for customs, especially, you know, it's a handmade custom. You're going to pay a little bit more. I'm not going to disclose the price on this thing, but it was actually pretty expensive. We'll just say it costs more than my custom kick drum. And if you know anything about custom kick drums, they are expensive. And my custom kick drum is just maple with a flat black wrap, just like on my other snare here. But so super excited. Honestly, I can't thank the guys at SJC enough. I worked with Matt Terrible. Yep, Matt Terrible. He's the custom sales and artist relations guy. I also have been in contact with Jason Bowman as well. He's just kind of he's the sales and operations coordinator over at SJC Drums. Anyways, like I said, I can't thank them enough for willing to do something that they either said they haven't done or they haven't done in a while. Another fun fact about this is whenever I asked them if they could do this combination, they said mahogany is kind of a softer wood than maple, so they didn't know if it would work with the acrylic. So they actually were like, give me 2 weeks, we're gonna like mock one up like a prototype. I kind of wish, I don't know if this was the prototype. It probably would be. If not, I kind of want that. But yeah, they made a prototype. They're like, we're all good. This is gonna work. It's gonna be sick. They were super excited about it. I was obviously ecstatic about it. I'm not even sure why I decided to get a custom snare drum. I think it's just I've been going through a lot. You know, it was my 22nd birthday coming up, and I honestly, it actually says it on their website, you know, if you support them, they'll support you. And they have been very supportive, especially during my time with Callaway Circus in 2019. They were insane. I mean, they would post our music videos right after like a post with Jay Weinberg, ex-Slipknot drummer, which is weird. I don't get that whole thing. But anyways, they just post me quite often. They actually, Zach Matuk, he's an older, he doesn't work for SJC anymore, but he was one of the, I think, artist relations guys. He was basically my guy. Him and Mike, who's the actual owner of SJC, were at Launch Festival in Lancaster in 2019. My band played there, and they actually watched the set, which was sick. I only was able to actually bring my snare drum and my pedals and all that stuff to Launch in Lancaster. But they remembered the pink hoops. I was like, yeah, I'm the pink hoop guy. And they're like, oh, no way. So they came and saw the set. They actually posted videos of me playing live on their Instagram. So like I said, if you're just now getting into drums or if you've been into drums for a while, I could not recommend SJC more. Could not recommend them more. I mean, just the people that's on their roster, insane. They're super easy to work with, super easy to get a hold of if you have any problem. I love those guys. I'm glad they accepted me in whenever I just started playing drums seriously. I kind of messed around on drums for a little bit. If you guys don't know, I played guitar in a couple metal bands throughout my teenage years. Switched to drums at 17 when I joined Callaway Circus. Ever since then, I don't even enjoy playing guitar anymore. I love playing drums. So that's about it. Keep it OG.